All right, as your next exercise, I want you to build a component called Expandable text. So we can pass a long text here, and this component will summarize the text for us. Now, by default, we only see the first 100 characters, but this can be configured using a prop. So here we can set max chars to, let's say, 10. And now we only see the first 10 characters. Now, if the text is summarized, we see a more button to see the entire text. We can also click on less to summarize the text again. This is a very useful component. So spend 15 to 20 minutes on this exercise and then come back to my solution. And by the way, if you get stuck, don't worry. This is part of your learning journey. So don't be hard on yourself. You're still learning. So do your best to finish this exercise on your own and then come back see my solution for additional tips and tricks. All right, so here in the components folder, we're going to add a new file called expandable text.tsx. Now we use our shortcut to create a new component. Now, just like always, we want to implement this step by step. So the first thing I want to do is bring this component into the app component. So we go to app.tsx and add an expandable text component. That's the first step. So this is what we get. That's good. Now, the next step is to pass some text as a child to this component. So we want to be able to pass some text here. Now, to generate some random text here, we can type lorem 100. This will generate 100 characters of lorem ipsum text. So we press tab, and this is what we get. Now, here we have a compilation error because our expandable text does not accept text as children. So we go back to our component. We use an interface to define the shape of props. Because we want to pass some text as children, here we should add the children property of type string. Next, we add the props here. And for now, let's just render the children. So we are not going to worry about summarizing at this point. So back to the browser, this is what we get, beautiful. Next, we need to add another property here called max chars of type number. Now we want to make this optional and give it a default value. So while destructuring, we grab max chars and give it a default value of 100. Now we should check the length of the text. If it's less than or equal to max chars, we're going to return it. Otherwise, we're going to summarize it. So here we can say, if children, the length is less than or equal to max chars, we're going to return the text. Let's put it inside a paragraph element. So children. Otherwise, we're going to summarize the text. So here we can declare a local constant called text, and we set it to children.substring. We start from the index of 0 and go all the way to max chars. So here's the text. Now, just like before, we're going to wrap this text inside a paragraph element. And right after, I want to add ... to show that this text is summarized. Now let's see what we get. So our text is summarized, beautiful. Now back to the app component. Let's set max char to a different value, like 10. Okay, we see fewer characters, beautiful. Now the next part is adding the toggle button. So back to our component. Right after the text, we want to add a button. So a button. Now the label is dependent on the state of this component. So in this component, we need to have some state, a Boolean variable that determines if the text is expanded or not. So we're going to use the state hook. Now I'm going to initialize this variable to false and call it is expanded. Okay. Now for the label of the button, we write an expression. If is expanded is true, we're going to render less. Otherwise, we're going to render more. Let's see if our application is working. So we have the more button, beautiful. Next, we need to handle the click event. So here we set onClick to, we pass an arrow function and we call setExpanded. And as an argument, we pass not is expanded. So using this technique, we're toggling between the expanded or collapsed state. Now let's test our application one more time. So we click on more, the label is changed, beautiful, but we're still seeing the summarized text. Now this is where we're summarizing the text. we need to make a slight change here. First, we check if the text is expanded. If so, we want to have the entire text. We don't want to summarize it. So we're going to set the text constant to children. Otherwise, if the text is not expanded, then we're going to summarize it. Let's test our application one more time. Now back to the browser. Let's click more and less. Beautiful. Everything is working. Now, what if we pass a short text here? We want to test all edge cases. So here in the app component, I'm going to delete all this text and just add hello world. All right, we don't see the button. Beautiful. So this is how we can build this component. Now, in case you're wondering why I didn't use the state hook to declare the text constant, but this is really unnecessary. Earlier, I told you that we should not use the state hook for any values that can be computed, like the full name of a person or this text here. We use the state hook only for storing values that might change over time, and their change require re-rendering our component. In this case, our component should be re-rendered when the value of isExpanded changes. That's why I've declared this variable using the state hook.